go to the Infusion Alliance Community Builder integration, we can pick it from this list right here. Should be right here. Phone number was created. So we select it there, and then within Infusionsoft, that's called Phone 1. Again, the easiest way to find that, just go to any web form, add a field to your web form, select whatever field you want over here. So let's find Phone 1, okay? I would add it, I would view the code, and Phone 1 is this right here. So of course without contact 0 it's just Phone 1, and the capitals are important, so make sure and keep the exact same format. I'll save that. Now all of this is configured, but you'll notice on the home page of my site, even if I refresh it, nothing's changed. I've still got this generic login form. So we need to install that module we had looked at earlier. If you go to Extensions, Install, Uninstall, and you browse again, remember on our desktop, I can click over here, in this Community Builder file we downloaded, there was this mod CB login. So it's saying it's a module that is the Community Builder login. So we'll upload and install that file. Now that that's installed, go to your extensions and go to Module Manager. Search for the word login in this box, and you're going to see two of them. So you see the original login form is enabled and the Community Builder login form is not enabled. We're going to switch this around. So I'm simply going to click here to disable the original and click here to enable the CB login. Now I'm also going to open this just to change the name real quick. I'm going to change it to membership login is fine. And you can see here that enabling is also a setting within here, so you can say no or yes. Position left is still good. Everything else in here is good. You'll notice you have all these additional parameters now that you're using Community Builder, like this login pretext, the post text, the log out. So basically you can control the messaging much better with Community Builder. Even if you don't use this plugin, it might be a good idea to use Community Builder anyways because of all the extra functionality you get with it. So anyhow, all I really did is I said I want to publish this thing, I want to change its title so that now on the front page, if I hit F5 to refresh, you can see that this membership login is now the login and the other login is gone. So if this person doesn't have an account yet, let's register a test person and see this whole process. What do we got? Name, first name, last name, middle name. So here's a problem. Name is redundant since we have first, middle, and last. Let's jump back real quick into the component Community Builder field management, and let's unpublish some of these. So name, I don't even want to show up, which is if you go, well, I'll just open the field, that'll be easiest. So if I open this name field, I can say no, it's not required, and no, I don't want to show it at registration, and save that. And the middle name also, most people don't really use that, so I'm just going to get rid of it as well. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to say no and no and save it. So again on this page I'm going to refresh. You can either hit F5 or in Firefox, for example, click this little circle button and you can see that that's gone. So it's a simpler form. First, last, email, user, password twice, and phone number. So let's test this. Joomla test 4, we'll call it. And I, of course, need a valid email, so I'll do at test.com. Now, of course, Joomla is going to send an email. It says an email with further instructions to complete your registration has been sent to the address you provided. So since I put in a bogus email address, as an administrator on this end, I'm just going to go within my Community Builder component to User Management, and I'll just enable this Joomla test 04 user. One thing to note really quick before I even do that is that Joomla test 004 is already been posted to my Infusionsoft application. So here they are, and they've already been added to my Joomla test sequence. So this stuff's already happened when they registered. But I'm going to go ahead and activate this person. If you go, again, we're back in the Community Builder User Management. And down here it says block user. No, we're basically auto-approving this person. Or not auto-approving, but overriding them so that we can continue the demo here. So I'll save the person. I just unblocked him and I enabled and confirmed him real quick. So now let's log in as this user, this Joomla test 04. So here he is, he's logged in. Now An important point to note here, the reason that this person could log in like that is we set our plugin up to automatically activate them with Infusionsoft. So the reason this guy has access is actually because that custom field, which I believe is right here, this community builder status, you see how it says active? Now, if I came in here and I changed it to inactive, or really anything, just if that field didn't say active, this person would no longer have access. So let's log out and let's try and log back in with this same person. And you're going to notice they'll get this message. So your membership is expired. Please contact us to update your payment information or purchase a new membership. Call us at the number or visit our shopping cart. And you remember I put in a little bit of code to make this a link, but this is an open HTML area, so you could put in whatever you want. So I'll back up to this page. So right now the person's inactive. Let's say they did go and they bought the product that is supposed to give them access. Well, how do you turn on their access? If you go to setup and you go to either, in the case of an order form, you can do this pretty easily. So let's say when they bought this product here, it was supposed to give them access to my site. On your success actions, simply set, I gotta pick it off here, set a person field to a specific value. So the field that I'm going to pick is going to be this community builder status field, and I'm going to set it back to active. And now, of course, whenever somebody buys this, they get the successful action, which switches them back to active, which lets them in. Let's say they were going to buy it out of the shopping cart. If you go to your shopping cart, instead of an order form, you have these action sets right here, which can be applied to any product. So I'll come down here and I'll say, I want anybody who buys my data transitioning to get that as well. The exact same thing. Set a person field to a specific value, select whatever field you had mapped, and change it to active. So you can turn them on really easily by purchasing, but let's say they were actually purchasing a continuity program or a subscription. Let's go through and let's make it so that if they fail their billing on that subscription, they'll get turned off as well. So if I go to my miscellaneous settings and I go to orders within Infusionsoft still, and then I go to triggers right here, you can say when an auto charge attempt is made, add a trigger, and you're going to say when an auto charge attempt fails and the product that they failed on was, let's say, this Infusion Alliance subscription, okay? So in my shopping cart, I made it so when they buy the Infusion Alliance, they get access. And now I'm saying if their card fails or if they've not paid me, I want to turn that access off. So you do pretty much the same thing. You go down here to set a person field to a specific value. You go to your field, mine is community builder status, and you say none or inactive or pretty much anything, but basically just change that field from active. And now if their card fails on that subscription, they're locked out automatically. Let's add another trigger saying that when that charge is successful and the previous charge failed, and once again the product was this subscription Infusion Alliance, we'll set a person field to a value again, and we'll go to, their community builder status field, and we'll change it back to active. And save that trigger. So right now this person is being auto-managed. Let's see if we turned them back on real quick. Joomla test 004. I don't believe we turned them on. Let's look. Okay. So just to show you, if I look this person up again, if any one of those sequences had run, it would have changed this field back to active. But I'm just going to go ahead and change it to active myself. And save. And this time when I try to log in, it'll let me right in. So you can see that it's checking that on every login. So you can turn them on and off pretty easily from either purchases in Infusionsoft or when their card declines in Infusionsoft. If you have any questions, use the form just below this video. Otherwise, you can get this Community Builder plugin at the bottom of this page, and there's other videos that show you other things about Community Builder if you don't yet know about it. But if you're already using Community Builder, then this should be a really, really easy way to turn that into a paid membership site using Infusionsoft. Thanks, and have a